graduated from is really small. There's about 15 people that they accept every year. So as part of that, we become really close as peers and also with our faculty members. So I sat down with one of my faculty members to present what I thought was going to be my BFA show topic, and I'm talking all about how space and lighting really affects how we act. And I pitched this whole idea, and at the end of it, I showed my sketchbook and I looked at my professor and I said, part of me just thinks I should do it on dyslexia.
Talk a little bit louder.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
And he looked back at me and he said, Madalyne, I think that's a great idea. And I looked back at him and I said, I do too, but I don't know if I can do it. And he said, okay, we'll go home, do some research on dyslexia, and then come back next week and we'll talk about it. I was like, great. So that night I got on the internet and I started, Googling dyslexia. And at first I found a lot of really terrible information about what dyslexia is. Then I got to the good stuff. Then I'm reading it and I'm laughing and I'm crying and I'm so mad and I'm so happy all at the same time. And I became extremely, extremely passionate about what dyslexia really is. And this is what I created. Maybe, maybe not.
Beautiful.
No one understood the truth that dyslexia is a strength of mine. At 7, I was placed into special education. Neither my parents nor I were ever told why. I think I was 13 the first time I even heard the term dyslexia. Only 6 months ago did I learn what dyslexia really is, and now I know I am not broken, damaged, or even stupid. I am not ashamed. I am successful because I am dyslexic. This is my authentic experience, spelling errors, and all.
Yeah.
So it's about 4 a.m. on the night before this piece is supposed to open. And I'm going through with one of my friends who's an editor, getting rid of all the spelling errors on all the poster and all the content. We had it all done, and we're going through my artist statement. And about halfway through it, he looks at me and he says, Madalyne, I think you need to leave the spelling errors in there. And I broke down because I knew it was the right thing to do, and I was terrified. I was worried that this was going to confirm what so many people had thought about me for most of my life. My whole intelligence had been based on whether I could spell a word correctly or not. So the next day I go to meet with my professor. I show him the perfect one, and I show him the authentic one, hoping that he was going to tell me I could put the perfect one up there and that I didn't have to do it. He politely picked it up and he threw it in the trash. And I'm happy to say that this piece has been on a national tour, and as part of that was in the Smithsonian for a number of months. So the call to action of this piece is this part in white. It says, dyslexia is often associated with its challenges and not its inherent advantages. When you move over to the black side of the box, the white writing is quotes from my childhood and from my journals. This is real stuff that people have said to me, and I'm assuming that a lot of people in here have had the same stuff said to them. As we move around, oh, these are the quotes. Sorry. These are the quotes. And as we move around to the back side, you can see that there's the other statement that says the problem with dyslexia is just that, if we think that it is a problem. Now, as you can see, there's 3 posters that hang atop the box. The first one, I give a definition of what dyslexia is. The second one, I talk about the advantages of dyslexia, and the third one is my artist statement, which I read to you. If you walk around to the back, on the back side of the posters, we have meaning that they can flip around. You can spell 50 different words. So I challenge them to do that. They take the handout, as you can see, and they get to play and actually touch these letters. I think that this is the real reason why this piece has been successful, because for a lot of times this is the first time that people have ever picked up a letter and had to think, oh my gosh, that's actually an N too? Or, oh, I never realized that M and W were the same shape. So the most ironic thing about me being an artist now is that growing up, I was never allowed to take art. That time was always replaced with extra reading and writing instruction. It wasn't until my freshman year in college that I actually took an art class, because I could sign up for my own classes. Now, I needed the extra reading and writing instruction, but I think that there could have been a way to incorporate art and creating into learning that really could have helped me excel. The part of dyslexia that I struggle with the most today is not reading and writing. It is the way that I have been conditioned to think about the things that I can and cannot do, all based upon a misunderstood label that was placed upon me in second grade. I've been asked by a few people, what helped me growing up, or how did I do it? And what I can tell you is that I learned to advocate for myself. When I was in sixth grade, I was really, really nervous to go into sixth grade. Not because it was a new school, or because it was new people, but because I knew that my teachers were going to call me to read out loud. And it occurred to me while I was trying to figure out my locker combination in the morning that I could ask for them not to call on me. And every teacher that I had from the time I was in sixth grade until the time I graduated college knew that my name was Madalyne, and they knew that I did not want to read out loud. And what this did is it opened up communication between me and the teacher. They knew that I could tell them what I needed to succeed, and school then became a team effort. If I wouldn't have found my voice in sixth grade, I wouldn't have been able to succeed in school like I have. One thing I know now that I wish I would have known growing up is what dyslexia really is, both for its strengths and for its weaknesses. It wasn't until I did research of my own that I actually really got the whole picture of what dyslexia is. And I challenge all of you in the room to go home and do some research about your LD so that you can get the whole perspective. I think the most important thing that we can do for the next generation of people with LD is to help them understand the whole perspective of their LD, not just the negatives, and also to help them learn how to communicate that with others. It is by knowing who we are and using our voice to share it that we are going to be able to change the conversation around LD. That is why I created the Shout LD Megaphone project. If you could share one thing with the world about your LD, what would it be? Would it be something as simple as, I'm not stupid like mine, or maybe something more complex like about the advantages of your LD? My hope is that if we all use our voices, that there will not be any more Madalynes who are in their senior year of college before they learn that being dyslexic does not mean they are stupid. Let us be the ones who define our learning differences. Now I'm going to walk you